Hello, happy Thursday morning, you guys. It is High Priestess Jamila. Hold on a second. Okay, this is High Priestess Jamila. Good morning. And it is Thursday, March the 28th of 2024. We are 3 days from Easter, actually. And I'm not necessarily excited about Easter, although I do like to dye eggs, which I am going to be doing that day. As a honor to the divine feminine on that day. So me and my son, he's my youngest one, we're gonna pretty much decorate eggs that day. But we are prepared, and boy, did Spirit get us prepared. Not just for this Easter Sunday, but for many, many, many Easter Sundays to come. Hey, sis, thank you for coming. Um, and so, um, it's a lot of corrupt things going on. It is. It's a lot of corruption. It's a lot of misogyny. It's a lot of. It's a whole lot of. And I can't stress to you how important how important your anger is. It's useful. It is understandable. It is. It's understandable. The anger, right? But it's important for you to not allow that anger, number one, to hurt you. Because a lot of times when people get angry, they allow it to tear them down. It starts tearing you down. You get headachy. You get anxiety. Anger can cause anxiety. Anger can cause, you just feel malaise. And while it's very unfair how they are either stealing or either outright denying things that belong to the witches, even things that we worked for, or even things that our parents worked for sometimes. And I can't really get into great detail about some situations that I'm dealing with, but I found myself, being that I am so experienced and so advanced in my craft. And I never doubted. I never doubted. I never get imposter syndrome ever. And if you guys don't know what imposter syndrome is, you probably want to go look it up. And I think that a lot of witches I think that there was actually spell work that was being done to actually give the witches imposter syndrome. Believe it or not, it can happen. So, going back to your anger and why it is important, it's because that is energy. But you have to learn how to use it. You have to learn how to take that energy and start transmuting it. And I know that that sounds very cliche. I know, but it's the truth. It's the truth. Going back to the basics. Um, for example, anything that's meant to harm me or to anger me on purpose, I either go to my Utopia alchemy bottle, which I'm going to be talking about Utopia today a little bit. I uploaded a video, but I went and looked at it and the sound was really bad. I'm like, dang it. I swear, I keep saying I'm going to order a Bluetooth speaker that has a microphone connected to it. And I'm definitely gonna get that. I'm gonna try to get it today. Actually, I'll see what I can find on there that's reasonably priced. Because my Bluetooth speaker, the microphone on it sucks, and I always have it on. And so I decided I was gonna talk about it a little bit this morning, and then just record another video with the same footage because I thought that blue flame, that pool of blue just looks so beautiful in that alchemy bottle. So either I'll transmute it within my wishes and dreams bottle, or either my alchemy bottle, or either my money bottle, or if it's something important, if it's something involving something important, then I already have an alchemy bottle for that situation, right? Especially when you're dealing with a legal situation, or if you're dealing with certain things that involve people that are in positions of power. Okay. And so, yeah, so you'll want to learn the basics of the craft. I feel that all of like a lot of my clients that I have right now, like all of y'all, few of y'all have already taken my classes, but a lot of y'all have not, because you're at a point where I am pretty much just, assisting you and doing the work for you. But it's important for you to learn. If you are wanting to learn, the first thing that you're going to learn is how to transmute that energy, because that's how you're going to get the desired outcome for that situation. Because all of it is bullshit. Everything they do is bullshit. Some of them really, honestly, have had to beg, borrow, and even steal from you. So that part of it, that aspect of it ain't bullshit. But I say maybe like 80% of it is bullshit. But that other 20% hits hard and you got to deal with it. Okay. Now, learning how to transmute energy is so important because transmutation is not just like a change of energy, but it is also, oh, I don't know what that was. That was interesting. Thank you, Goddess. Oh, goodness. Uh, that was something. I felt like a little energy shift. That was interesting. Transmutation is not only transmuting and changing negative into positive or either changing something into what you wanted, it's also communication. It's also communication. It's how you are communicating with your opponent. So if they are doing something to do harm to you and you're transmuting it, what you are communicating with that person is, I am untouchable. You cannot touch me. You in trouble. Leave me alone. Okay, because we all know that witchcraft is not just about transmutation, but it is also about, I'm getting ready to do some curses on you sometimes, you know? And yeah, like don't mess with me. Yeah, no, don't mess with me. Okay? So it can be about that as well, right? Learning how to transmute energy or transmute a situation is not just about transmuting something from negative to positive, but it can be transmuting something from positive to negative for your enemies, for the people that are harming you and trespassing on you. Okay. Um, I uploaded a wonderful invocation. It is my new exorcism incantation, which works much better than the last one. The one that I had been using for years in Latin was actually, I got from like a Wiccan spells website. I'm not lying to y'all. And it worked, but I feel like it kind of halfway worked. So basically, what I had to do was invert it and sort of remove the oppressive energies from the equation. And Lilith was after me like a couple of days ago, and she was like, you're going to change that. And I did. And so it's my new exorcism incantation. And I've done one cleanse since I've changed it. And client was very happy with it. Okay. So I actually do that same incantation when I do a cleanse. And it's okay for me to release it to the public because my intention is to clear out those oppressive energies. And it's a very thorough prayer to where it says, hey, you're not, because you know the name of the game is all about control and power and domination and blah 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 blah. It's not actually about being happy. It's about ruling. It's about rulership. And, you know, and especially when it comes to us women, it's about dominating and controlling us. And like, 'cause sometimes I am like shocked that I even still have the patience for men as a romantic, on a romantic capacity. Like, y'all know I have two sons. I will always love them, you know, because they're raised by me. They're not going to be like that. And I've been teaching my oldest son the craft, so he'll know how to get around in this world with all these women hating men running around here. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And it's not that you have to be hell on wheels, but you know, when you're in a situation where somebody has some kind of power over you, they will try to take advantage. And that's so sad. I wish people would stop that and people would start being fair and just. But for some reason, the past couple of years, it's just been like, what? Like, wow. Like, really? Oh, wow. Oh, my God. Oh, my God. But, it's going to be okay, y'all. I promise. Okay. So that's kind of the name of the game, like us witches, we don't just cast spells, glamour spells, or cast curses, and you know, love spells and money spells. We don't just do that. Witches or have actually, we taught everybody how to meditate and how to put themselves on, um, different frequencies and different planes. We taught the shamans, you know what I'm saying? Like it all came from us. And, so a lot of times I'm meditating. Meditation is involved in most of what I do because, there's a lot of things there's a lot that I do. You don't just do, you connect. So it's important for you guys to, at the very least, even if you don't want to learn witchcraft, learn how to meditate. So, and you guys are going to want to do that, especially you, sis. You still there? I see you still here, sissy. You're going to want to do that when I send you your alchemy bottle. Okay. Because once you get that, once you receive that, you'll be able to use that bottle for meditation for a long time. Okay. And it's preserved because it's got a lot of alcohol in it. Okay. I thought about using like pure grain alcohol, like some kind of vodka or, grain alcohol in it, but the isopropyl alcohol is fine. It works just fine. It works lovely and it's cheap. Okay. And then we also put essential oils in it so that, you're getting that aromatherapy of the essential oils, and it's not just like because alcohol can smell kind of funky when it's, so that's pretty cool. Let's talk about Utopia. I want to talk about that real quick. You can get Utopia, the bottle, no matter what situation you're in, whether or not you're still living with your chaotic family, no matter where you're at, whether or not you're in your own place, whether or not you just bought a house. It's amazing for manifesting a house or your dream home as well. Okay. Just like the wishes and dreams bottle, Utopia is good for doing that. But then when you move into the home, it's very good for, even if it's a newly built constructed house, it's very good for blessing the home. Okay. So it blesses the home as well and the land because, you know, a lot of the stuff that's been going on, I don't want to necessarily say that they curse the land, but, like I think that every area has been touched by some kind of chaos and problems. Like a lot of areas have been touched. And typically you are moving into a structure that's been touched, or either even if you're building, you are building on top of bloody ground. Let's put it like that. Hey, Kinsley's mama. Hello. So, Utopia is a place of solace and solitude and tranquility and peace and serenity that when you invoke the Utopia, wipes out the chaos. It's even a protection. It's an added layer of protection. There's nothing wrong with having added layers of protection. In fact, I have realized that since I made that alchemy bottle, I don't really have to sage my house as much. And then also, I don't feel like I need to do wards. So I feel like it's a ward within itself, which is basically warding off evil. Utopia is a place of healing. Utopia is a place of happiness and peace and joy that you can create, whether or not you live in the middle of paradise or a forest, or if you live off of 43rd Street, you know. So, and Utopia is pretty much this place of happiness, peace, and joy where you can actually manifest easier when you're doing your manifestations. You know what I mean? Because it's a place that is very magical and enchanted. And so when you think about the Utopia bottle, you want to think about, like, if we were to compare it to the tarot, it would be like Six of Swords in the upright position, um, the Star card, um, the Magician card, both upright, um, Ten of Pentacles, Ten of Cups. But Six of Swords is where, okay, there's some stuff going on, the towers are burning, but I'm on my boat and it's serene and I'm floating and I'm safe. The blood pressure's going down, the pulse is going down, and I'm feeling good. And basically, in your utopia, if I do that work for you, yes, and the sun card, yes, Kinsley's mommy. Hey, Laverne, Miss Laverne Cheesecakes, hello. And so pretty much in the utopian work, when I do that work for you, because a lot of you guys are already interested, you determine who comes into your utopia. It also clears out all of that trespassing. So it's like it's multifunctional, you know, and so it'll actually help you in the astral too when you think about it. Because what you're saying is, by the power of this fire, this water, fire and water working together, the fire is literally burning on top of the water and the earth. And you're saying, uh, you can't come into my space. You tried to get in, you need to get out. Any negativity that you brought up in here is either going to be banished with you or either transmuted within seconds. And nobody that I don't want in my utopia is welcome. Okay? And so you can send me a list of people that you trust in your utopia. Of course, a lot of y'all gonna let me into y'all utopia, okay? But you know, you send me a list of people that you allow in it, and you can actually create a password for it too, that only you know. Okay. So you might want to do that once you get the bottle, and then you can, you know, burn, you know, numbers or a word or whatever, or letters or whatever, or even a sigil that is like a passcode that only you know. And so people that you don't want in your utopia cannot get in. Some people like chaos. Some people like arguing. I like to watch it in movies. Like, I got Final Destination queued up. I love movies, but I rather have I rather look at it on movies, you know, and be entertained. I don't want chaos and craziness in my real life. No, no, no. No, 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 no. I don't want chaos and confusion and fighting and arguing and all that stuff in my real life. In fact, you know, to be honest with you, I started to turn over a new leaf to the point where I know it may seem like I'm arguing with people, but I ain't arguing with nobody. I ain't arguing with nobody. Arguing with you for what? For what? Exactly. Exactly. And people will try to bring arguments to your house. Don't be trying to bring that mess to my house. Mm-mm. I'm a Cancer, y'all. And y'all know that Cancers rule over the home and hearth. We do. We do. Look it up. And I believe it. I believe in it. And one of the reasons why I believe in the zodiac is because I love my zodiac sign. I do. I love it. I have all love for my zodiac sign. You know what I mean? And so, you know, it's arguments don't make any sense. We can sit down and talk about it. Can we sit down and talk about it civilized? So, like, you can, you may have somebody in your life. It could be a lover, a friend that you might care about, or even your child, or either a family member that you care about a lot and you close to. And they may like to argue over things, and you can put in there, me and this person are not going to argue over anything. We are going to sit down like civilized people and talk it out. Oh, thank you, Laverne Cheesecakes. I know, right? I know. I know. Yeah. I have had to, like I said, I'm a Cancer that's always been very empathic, very psychic, very telepathic. I became a dark empath to protect myself. But now, where I'm at is that I'm not necessarily saying that I'm a dark empath because of my experiences, but I can go there. You know what I'm saying? When it comes to, my communication emotionally, my emotional communication. And I don't like that because, so Utopia can resolve a lot of issues, even inner conflicts within yourself. That you may be having inner conflict about something, and then outer conflict. But definitely, people will try to force you to argue with them. People will try to force you to fight with them. And it's like, fight over what? What are we fighting over? Am I fighting over my freedom and liberation? Do I really have to fight over that? I don't think so. I'm not going to damage my heart fighting over my liberations and freedoms. I'm not going to do it. I'm going to get High Priestess Jamila Utopia um, bottle, and I am going to I'm going to transmute that energy and say my exorcism incantation, either in Latin or English, over it. And I'm going to live life and do some gardening. Maybe I'd like to go plant some tomatoes. Maybe I'd like to go out in my greenhouse and tend to some herbs. Nobody has the right to dictate how your life is. And there are some people that are trying to do that. And some of those people are in positions of power too. It's like, they assume that, you're supposed to be like, well, you're supposed to be, oh Lord, Lord is me, Lordy, Lord, Lord, Lordy, 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 Lord. What's that one thing I used to say? Nobody knows the troubles I see. Nobody knows my sorrows. So Utopia is really good for healing. And you know, I just watched a live that said you shouldn't do return to senders right now. They desperate, ain't they, Kinsley's mommy? You know what, Kinsley's mommy? I'm intrigued by that. You need to send me that link. I think that would be funny to me. I'd like to check that person out. Your daughter likes to argue, not the baby. Not the baby. Oh, have you ever done a cleanse on her? She probably needs a cleanse. Do her a cleanse. And you know what? It's okay for you to throw like a couple of pinches. You don't have to put a whole bunch. Put a whole bunch. But like a couple of you know pinches of pink Himalayan salt in her little bath. It's don't need a whole lot, and just do a cleanse on her. You had to hurry up and click off of that. Yeah. you know, return to senders. Unfortunately, they're necessary, and you're gonna have to do them, especially when stuff is ongoing. You know what I'm saying? And then also, return to senders can be used as defensive magic. In particular, when somebody done angered you and you done had to curse them, and they trying to send it back to you, and it's like, no, no, no. I will keep a candle burning over this return to sender for the rest of my life. We're not going to go there. And I can do that. And I will stay I will stay totally devoted to it. But anyway, yeah, they're necessary. They really are. But that I think that when you get yourself in a certain position in life, like in a certain place or space, which is physical, mental, spiritual, then you'll have less. You know what I'm saying? Like, there are certain wards that you can do. Okay. So, like, for example, my fiery wall of protection. It not only what it does is it invokes, it's self-invoking. So anything that is coming towards you, it's going to handle it, and then also it's going to transmute any negative energies. Okay. So, like, it's not going to be as bad. You know what I'm saying? I've had, you know, well, hmm I don't want to talk about that over on this channel, but I think that I I don't like glamour. Glamour. I'm not really into glamour magic or illusions. But there was an illusion that somebody was trying to create to make me feel like I was cursed, because somebody was saying threats at me. You know, I hate that. I, oh God, like, don't do that. You know what I'm saying? So people like to make it look like something that it actually ain't. But I know damn well I ain't cursed. Things have been going amazingly for me. You know what I'm saying? I can tell by how I feel. And I can honestly say that as a high priestess, I've been cursed and crossed and hexed a lot. Hell, it just helped me learn. I was like that. I was telling the person that did it, thank you for making me a better, stronger, more powerful witch. Thank you. Thumbs up to that one, but that ongoing stuff like, we're going to have to end this cycle. We're going to have to end this cycle. I think I want to order me some cherries today if they have them at the store. Y'all, I love them cherries. Oh my God, and they are in season. I need to go back there and see if my cherry blossom tree has bloomed. It probably has. I noticed that my cherry blossom tree, it blooms, and when it does, it's so pretty. But I don't think it lasts as long as cherry blossoms typically will last, because I'm in Georgia. And in Georgia, it can get really cold at night. So I think that they die faster in Georgia because of the cold nights. But I don't know. It could be something else that cherry blossom tree has been absorbing. So I need to go out there and check on it, because I bet you it done bloomed and blossomed and stuff. So I'm gonna have a hard time moving out of this house. I love this house so much, and this house loves me. It's such an amazing home. It needs to be painted. It needs to be upgraded. It does, but it's still just the spirits of this house. It's so beautiful and amazing. I love it here. I might buy this house. I'm not even joking with y'all. I might buy it. Never know. Anyway, his ex karmic made me great at protection work, especially. Girl, and they know better than that. Because I just be like, la di da di da. My favorite song is that song on Rosemary's Baby. La 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 la. Just be sitting there. I love that movie, by the way, Rosemary's Baby. I know that sounds weird, but the beginning, I just start watching that movie and I just be like, you know what I'm saying? I don't be worrying about these people. It's just, and you know what? You can't let. I mean, I mean, people like that. That's lower level. You have to, do something easy and quick for them. Like they don't know how easy it is to deal with them. But you got to focus on because I have enemies that have so much power, so much power. But they ain't got as much power as me. Especially once I figure it out, it's like, oh, you know what I'm saying? So I try not to waste so much time on people that don't really have any real power, but they're more like a nuisance. And they figured out that they don't have any power, so they have to go to the extreme of lying and making up lies about you. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah. And they will cast glamour and illusion spells to make the lie look the truth. They will. And that ain't that big of a deal. It ain't. So, anyway, back to Utopia. I put up a promo video of it last week. And so I think the one thing that irritates them about witches is that when they are trying to um, assert their power over us, a lot of the times the witches are just like, huh? Like they'll come in and say something to them, to the witch, and the witch will respond like, oh, did you see the rose bush that came in outside? Isn't it beautiful? And they'll just be like, huh? I just said something that was supposed to make you really, really upset. It's like, no. I was looking at um this one show and I can't never remember the part of the body that they were talking about, but it was one of my shows, it was one of my episodes of the Misery Machine. I really like those people that man that channel too. They're really sweet people. Because they seem to really care about what they're talking about, but they were talking about how it affects certain areas of the body, a child, or even a person, like a fully grown person, going through constant stress all day, every day. It's not good. It's not. You have to understand that that's going to be key in your healing is to not allow a person to upset you because that's how they get you. They want you to be upset. I'm serious. Okay. I'm serious about it. And if it's something that has to do with legal, educate yourself on the law. That way you're not like just totally lost. Like, well, I know that's not the truth. And they'll say, well, I can do this and I can do that. Well, I know that ain't the truth. And, and so they, your reaction hits them differently, right? Because when that energy is coming towards you, now you have instantly transmuted it. And that takes practice, it does. It takes practice. But, it takes skill to do that and discipline to do that, because they will try to upset you every day if they can. Don't let nobody upset y'all every day. Don't do it. And if you a person that's upset every day, you got to understand that you tearing yourself down. Don't let them people upset you. Especially when you walk into the witch's house. When you are riding the witch's broom, you have no reason to be upset, because we already have the solution. So you should feel relief when you know that you're working with a witch. That should give you at least 50% of what you need to just say, you know what, I already know this is handled. And then when you're dealing with a situation, sometimes stuff will arise and pop up, and you just got to remember, I got this, because they love to see the look of disappointment on your face. The enemy, the evil, they love to see you hurt. They like to see you disappointed. And you know what you do? You just kind of, it's not a game face. Think about the Mona Lisa, right? You see her smirk, her expression. I've been I've been using my Canva app, my Magic app, and I make these little short videos. They're like, they can be short as gifts, but like they're like 5 seconds long, right? And so I always put in, either witch or black witch or Creole witch meditating in her kitchen, or either witch not even meditating. I'll put in my keywords in my artificial intelligence generator. I'll put in the keywords, witch stirring her cauldron in her kitchen surrounded by herbs or something like that. And it always brings this video image up of this person that is very serene and calm and peaceful and relaxed. Because believe it or not, when you are in that calm and peaceful and relaxed state, that is when your solar plexus is working. That is when you are in a place of confidence. When you upset and angry, that means that you're dealing with fear, right? So that's what I wanted to reiterate to y'all, okay, and help y'all understand it. Because and then especially if you're a witch and they know you a witch, and that sometimes they know you a witch before you even know you a witch, and they'll just mess with you. Y'all, I don't understand it. I'm here for y'all. Hugs, cyber hugs, okay? Cyber hugs. You should have set up a birthday reading upside down face. I like that. Let me give y'all some hugs here. I don't know why they want to mess with the witches. It's crazy. Okay, there's the hugs. That's what came up with hugs. Right there. I didn't know that was the hugging emoji on here. So, yeah. So anyway, um yeah, so you can schedule a reading whenever you want. Yeah. You know what, Kinsley's mommy, I hear that word being thrown around a lot, but really it's this artificial religion, man. It's just, ah, God, and they are really arguing and fighting over it too. And it's just like, why in the world? And they'll argue and fight over it even if they don't even believe in it. It's ridiculous. Yeah. So, yeah. Yeah, that's true. Oh, your family's evil, huh? Oh, shoot. No. No, but you gotta get away from them, man. It ain't nothing wrong with cutting ties with some family. You know, you got your peeps in your family that you get along with and that you connect with. But then sometimes you got them peeps in your family to where you just be like, go and go. And if they don't go, because they know you, once you own to them, once you own to that family member, they feel it, they sense it, they know it. And they'll just try to keep, coming for you. Uh, even though they're blocked in your social media and they can't communicate with you, and they'll still come at you, and it's like it's just so weird. It really is. Yeah, he needs some sense talked into him. Oh goodness. I don't mind doing it. Kenzie's mommy, I've actually done that before. I've done readings for couples before. So yeah, that might be something that might be good. So anyway, yeah. I've been over here burning my Utopia bottle. Um I haven't been experiencing those night terrors. Last night I fell asleep and fell asleep very easily. Woke up to go to the bathroom. I woke up to go to the bathroom and kind of just been up ever since, but feeling good, getting work done and stuff. And so I've been kind of like, I lit up my Utopia bottle, oh, it was about an hour ago. And I just been feeling like I've been on cloud nine ever since. Yeah, Geminis deserve love too. They're complicated people. Some of them can be downright obnoxious, you know. I think I want to go down here and get me some more lemonade. I got some Minute Maid lemonade from the store last night. We had such a good dinner. Oh my God, that those baked lamb shoulder chops that I made had 40 cloves of garlic. That's what the recipe called for. 40 cloves of garlic, fresh rosemary sprigs, thyme. It had anchovies, capers. Yeah. It had like, and then I cooked it in 2 cups of olive oil with some white wine vinegar, salt and pepper. I didn't put no pepper on it. That's what it was missing, was pepper. I forgot to put my pepper on. It was still good. And then lemon zest. It was so good. We made gyro sandwiches. So I'm like, I'm gonna make that again. And believe it or not, making gyro sandwiches at home is not that expensive. Like those lamb chops, they come two in a package. You can make probably a total of like what? Depending on how much meat you have on each, you can make 4 sandwiches with those 2 lamb chops. So yeah, like I'm gonna get some more today. And we're gonna have a part two. Yeah. Yeah, you're right. Well, it's chaos, Laverne. It's chaos, is what it is. And some people think that actual chaos is power, like actual chaos. I don't believe that human beings are supposed to be on that frequency. If they are, it's supposed to be every once in a while, maybe like once every blue moon, not every day, not every other day, not once a week. No, because that's where it starts tearing down. And I think that they get that confused with chaos magic, because I catch myself doing chaos magic all the time. But chaos magic is not actual, hey, let me go get myself involved in some chaos. No, 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 and more no. Yeah, no. Not yes, but no. I know what chaos magic is. I know exactly what it is. And it's not Yelling and screaming and fighting and just all that. No. You a Gemini, Laverne. Shut up. Why are you talking about yourself? Hey, you said, wait a minute, let me see. I thought you said, oh, okay. Kinsley, mom, those Gemini men are owie. Oh, okay, you said something about, so you're a Gemini too. Yeah, they are very affectionate. But some of the ones that think too black and white, that's not good, you know. Yeah. Yeah, that's not good. When they think too black and white, I always have very fast, complicated thinking, you know. And then when you in a love relationship, you can't ever treat the person that you're in a love relationship like you would treat your sister or your brother. You know, you're supposed to always be in romance mode. So I believe in that. I believe in that. And I think that if both parties just stay in that romantic mode constantly, then things are going to work out. If it's anything outside of that, then it's going to be not good. You know what I mean? So, anyway, so that's pretty much it. I know that today I'm gonna have to boost that I'm gonna boost all three of my alchemy bottles um that are personal for me. I'm gonna boost them probably periodically throughout the day. Um Today already feels like it's gonna be a good day because every stinking Thursday, and I'm gonna get a little birthday cake today. Cause I don't know why I feel like just eating some birthday cake and some ice cream today. I'm gonna do that today. But I had some people, and it's not nobody online. It's not nobody online. But I had some people that was literally sending, they were doing stuff like it would start on Wednesday night, but then it would carry into Thursday, and then it would carry into Friday. And it had nothing to do with people online. It was some other people that, you know, and so I found it. I found, it's like, you know, when you find, like, you know, let's say it's, I don't know. How do I articulate this? Okay. I don't know. Let's say it's just a problem. You find a problem and you resolve the problem, and then you like, ooh, what's gonna happen next? I'm excited now that I contained this problem. So I do, Miss Laverne, because I was born on a Thursday. That's why every Thursday is my birthday. That's why Sissy said happy birthday. Yep, I'm a Thursday. I was born on a Thursday. Yes, I love that I was born on a Thursday. That's when I made my entrance into this world, on a Thursday. Yep, which is connected to Jupiter, which is connected to you know, a lot of different gods of Thursday. You know what I'm saying? Um, some people would say that it's Arun Mila. Arun Mila would be the African deity, but then that could also be oh God, how could I forget his name? Zeus. Okay, that's connected to Zeus and a few other deities, but yeah. Aries born on a Tuesday. I'd have to look that up. You know, that would be fun for us to look up, like, the day that you were born and kind of muse from that. I think that would make it interesting live. Yeah, Anru Miller. I thought that it was, but it's so weird because I'm a Cancer. So I'm a water sign, and I'm really, really into the watery spirits, like. Yemiya, uh, Vepar, the moon goddesses, which is connected to the waters. Yeah. Yeah, and you know what? Mars is not even necessarily chaos. Like Mars is more so transmutation. But what can create the chaos is that Mars can either transmute things that you want or that you don't want. So I think Tuesday is no Mars would be I'd have to print out like a little guide or whatever. And so that would be fun for us to like look up our zodiac signs or birth dates and see what day of the week it's on, and kind of connect with that. Because I've been totally connected with Thursday for quite some time. And I've been trying to figure out like what has been going on like every Thursday. And then I finally figured it out this morning. I've been on a path of discovery all morning. And so it's going to get better from here. I can tell you that. That's all I got to say. For real. And the problem had nothing to do with nobody on the internet, on YouTube. This was something else that, was connected to, my, the business and some things I had to take care of for a client. And it was like spirit was trying to tell me, like, you got to take care of this. You got to take care of this. And these people. Yeah, so yeah, I'm breathing a sigh of relief. Monday is the moon. Tuesday is Mars. Okay, cool. Kinsley's mommy is posting it. Okay. So Monday is the moon. Tuesday is Mars. Wednesday is Mercury. Thursday is Jupiter. Friday is Venus. Saturday is definitely Saturn because you can't forget that. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Saturday is Saturn, and then Sunday is what's Sunday? I'm curious. Yes, Sunday is the sun. Yes. Yes, and we are gonna. Oh my God, I can't wait until this Sunday. Like I'm just looking forward to Sunday now. I'm looking forward to Easter as opposed to kind of like, oh my God, like, because I'm gonna be honest with y'all. I had to be honest with y'all. On Sunday, I don't know what they be doing, but it's usually the complete opposite of joy under the sun. That's what I'll say. And so on Sunday, I would feel like this super duper oppressive energy. Oh my God. Like, no, like that's not what that's supposed to be for. And most of us have been roses that's born out of what do they call that? What's that saying where a rose grows out of something? That's literally what we've been like is roses rising from something bad. We still been rising though. That's just oh God. But I just the crack in the cement. Kinsley's Bobby said the crack in the cement. Yeah, I can hang with Kinsley's mommy. It's some kind of saying. it's, it's similar to that though, but yeah. Hmm. Right, but then like no, like I am not even gonna lie to you. I'm just gonna keep it real. I have always felt, not always felt, but like it felt like it came on real strong last Sunday. Like negative energy against the witches from the churches. And it seemed like it would just it got to me last Sunday and I was like, "Oh my god." But Lilith, she told me, she said, "I got something for you." And I kept wondering what it was, and then she gave me that incantation. She was like, "There it is." She was like, "Print it out, burn it on your porch, recite it, and you'll be okay." Okay. And then she's like, "You can also use that for your exorcisms and stuff." You know what I'm saying? So, and yeah, Sunday should be a good day. Every day should be a good day. Every day is a powerful day. Every day is a day where you can create like amazing stuff. But then you got people that are like, "I don't want her to do that. I want," and it's like, oh my God. So yeah, Queen Elizabeth wine got broken. Imagine how many people still carry on the spells. Yeah. I've never heard about that, Miss Laverne. Queen Elizabeth's wand got broken. That's interesting. I didn't even know she had a wand. Interesting. So, and oh, speaking of the royals, Prince, what was that? She's a princess. Found out she got cancer. Interesting. Diagnosed with some kind of cancer just recently. Like, wow. And she looks like she has cancer. You can tell by looking at her that something ain't right. Yeah, Kate Middleton. Yeah. Yep, yep. So anyway, so this Sunday I'm gonna be starting early. Like at the y'all know that I start early at the witching hour. And so I'll make sure that I just, do my blessings or whatever, you know what I'm saying? You know? And so, I'm gonna gather up my pine cones and witch's burrs. And I'll be doing a special burn on Sunday, because it's a holiday and so many of them seek to control us. And it's kind of like, what's wrong with you people? Like, can you imagine a person actually having an expectation of a person conforming when they are being pulled literally in 10 to 20 to 30 to 40 different directions? And so you have to learn how to protect yourself. For real. Yeah. I try to be awake. My head hurts so much. Oh no. I'm sorry to hear that. Yeah. Well, no, I can more than likely get rid of them headaches. But you got to be ready. You know what I'm saying? You got to be ready for that. That's just like when it comes to Utopia. Are you ready? You know, sometimes it takes time for people to, actually be ready, because a lot of people, especially when you're going through things that are a continuing process, it's like you think no justice, no peace. Okay. If there's no justice, there's no peace for them, but you need to be at peace. Yeah. You need to be at peace. And most people ain't, even with religion. Like, I thought that, like, I'm like, shouldn't you be like confident in your prayers and stuff? You know what I'm saying? I know I am as a witch, in my invocations and incantations. So, you know, oh, wow. Yeah. Well, what I do is I teach you how to heal. But, more than likely you got some kind of partial possession, Miss Laverne. I hate to put you on blast like that. And I'm not trying to. Please forgive me if I'm, but that I can, more than likely there's spirits there that's causing that pain that shouldn't be there. So, yeah. Mhm. Okay, that's cool. Yeah, you need to be at peace knowing that my gods and my spirits love me and they done already took care of this situation. It's very hard to convince people of that. They still stay in a state of worry, fear, and anxiety, and that's not good for you, especially if you got something big going on. You know what I'm saying? USPS. What problem you having with the post office? You work for them or something? USPS likes to put a hold on its victims. You work for them or something, or what's up with that? Mm. Okay, I'm thirsty. I'm about to go get me some lemonade. Hmm. We was tearing that lemonade up last night. Lemonade is actually so good for you. I think lemonade will help me get off of having so much coffee. Cause I will have like 3 or 4 cups of coffee per day, y'all. I sure will. Hello, kitty. How are you, kitty? She be looking at me like, why are you talking to me like that? Oh yeah. It's not cold. It must have got left out. Okay, let me close this time up. Does this need to be refrigerated? Yeah, let's refrigerate this too. This time leaves rosemary. I love, love, love cooking with fresh thyme and fresh rosemary. The dried works good too, but that fresh, ooh, yeah, I love it. Put this in the fridge. That looks like it was kind of halfway. Oh, are you asking me for food, kitty? Hmm. You always asking me for food every time I come in the kitchen. You in the kitchen. All right, let me give you some. Let me give you some food, kitty. Mm-hmm. Okay. All right. Fed my cat a little bit of her food. No, seriously, y'all. I am gonna go upstairs and watch Final Destination. I'm trying to figure out which one. I need to get a new one of these trash cans because it lasted for a couple of years, but it looked like that thing done went south. Okay, let's see what y'all saying. You gonna put some rum in yours? I was injured there. I was a clerk hit with a forklift by a deaf man. It was all a horrible experience event, and I've been suffering since. Did they give you some kind of disability or something? What they call that? Workers' comp. Oh yeah, you got to protect yourself from these jobs. Even when you getting some kind of workers compensation, you got to have protection because money is cursed. And here at Divine Services, we figured out how to uncurse the money so that you ain't, you know, catching bad energy from it. One of the top managers didn't like me and have an entourage. Oh, you ain't did work on that person? Every time I try to rock the page of some shit backfire, I get nothing. Ooh. Mm, interesting. What kind of work you been doing on the situation? I'm gonna be honest with y'all. I don't never see backfiring with my work. Never. And I never have backfiring. My sons take care of me. I have a caretaker and everything is evolving slow. Oh. Hmm. I was curious though as to like what kind of work are you doing? Is it Ifi? Is it Santeria? Is it hoodoo? Like what kind of work you doing on the situation, Miss Laverne Cheesecakes? Because sometimes you just need some old fashioned traditional witchcraft. You know what I'm saying? Or maybe even necromancy or something. You gonna do some separation work during Mercury? Well, that would be the time to do it. Hmm. Or either during that eclipse would be a good time to do some breakup work. It seemed like to me. I don't know, but you should always divinate. I would. It's like it's no. You're gonna have to remove that person's protection or something, maybe. But I'm asking Laverne, what type of work do you do? Like, what is it? Is it right? Yeah, yeah. I don't know, y'all. Honestly, I'm not trying to like impede on anybody or step on nobody's toes, but if you practice in hoodoo, that could backfire. I could definitely see hoodoo backfiring a lot. Like, it would be bound to backfire because you know what I'm saying? Like you're basically saying, I'm gonna practice witchcraft anyway using the Bible, and that religion and that Bible pretty much is like, no, you have to just ask God and trust in God and sit down and wait. So that's why I asked that question, because I don't go nowhere near hoodoo. I don't. I just don't know. It's no shade to hoodoo or the practitioners. I just don't go nowhere near it. I know that's right. Yeah, I don't use the Bible at all. I write my own spells and incantations and everything. Yeah. So I don't know. But anyway, you're more than welcome to schedule a consultation if you don't. Okay. I've been trying to figure out what can I do. I've done a Abatala, Oshun, Papalegba, Jewish Magi, Jewish Magi. Hmm. I have worked. I ain't never heard of Jewish Magi. network with the earth. That sounds a little familiar. You may be rephrasing it, beyond my understanding. Yeah, the Bible. Now that's why the Bible definitely backfiring. Quran definitely backfiring. As far as like the Orishas, I used to work with them minimally until I found a safe place for me. It's not to say that I don't want to work with them. Like I do sense them, like in the background, I sense them. Um, but I feel like a lot of them transformed. It's like they're still there. It's just that they changed form a little bit. Like not that they turned against me, but they kind of, yeah, transformed into the spirits that I'm working with. Yeah, I have a witchcraft course. Uh-huh. And then another thing, um, those are, eh, I don't know, being that a lot of people that practice Santeria work with those deities. Hmm, For me, when they say it's a closed pack practice, I kind of feel like it's closed to me for some reason. I do. You know what I'm saying? So I kind of back away from it a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Because, what I know is traditional witchcraft and, you know, and I'm very eclectic. Oh, really? I just feel weak at times, especially when about to work. Yeah. Well, if you've used the Bible, you use the Quran, Jewish magi or magic, Jewish magic, and you probably got some spirits on you that you might have picked up. You need to cleanse. You know what I'm saying? You need a cleanse and some good old traditional witchcraft. Now, I can tell you very safe and universal deities. One of them is Santa Martha, but a lot of people fear Santa Martha. And I don't know why. She's so sweet. Sometimes I sleep with her altar right next to my bed. Literally, her altar will be right there. And I feel like she's watching over me while I sleep. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah. Just gotta find the right thing, because maybe that's not working for you. You know what I mean? So, yeah. And I really like a Batala. I've actually worked with a Batala before, and he just is very, very healing. And I really like Anru Miller too. I really like Anru Miller, but I kind of have been, like I said, in a safe place where I'm at. So I don't really, work with them too much. I do a lot of planetary work too, like just directly with the planets, and then the underworld, like Lilith and Hecate, Shiva. I try to say Shiva instead of the other S word because people be like, oh God, I'm scared. I don't want to scare nobody. Oh, yeah, but y'all know who I'm talking about. So, and I feel like somebody's taken something from you that you need to get back, Laverne, and that's something that you need to take serious. Yeah. Well, you also know that Shiva is Satan, Laverne. You know that, right? Shiva is Satan. Shiva is a manifestation of Satan. So, and I can believe that because both of them have the same day on Monday. Both of them have the same day, and their energy is very, very similar. Very similar. I used to work with Shiva a lot, especially in my old house, but things have changed. You know what I'm saying? I'm going through the transition of being you know, a renter who used to get rental assistance. So I went from rental assistance to being a straight up renter, and I'm transitioning to being a homeowner. And, that within itself, for some reason, it creates controversy with the men peoples for some reason. And I don't understand why they think that there is something to be gained for them, for us to be unstable and on edge. And because it doesn't, I don't know why men have decided, a lot of them decided, we need the women to be as unstable as possible. And that's supposed to make things better, but it actually doesn't make anything better. It certainly doesn't make it better for them. So I don't get it. I really don't. But, I don't get angry about it. I just kind of be like, wow. But anyway, y'all, it has been fun talking to y'all. I gotta go. I gotta make a phone call real quick. So I got to go. Y'all have a wonderful Thursday. I am gonna grab my remote here, make my phone call, but I'm gonna put if I can find my glasses, I'm gonna put Final Destination on the television and make my room as dark as possible. Cause I got room darkening curtains up in here. And so I make this room as dark as possible and watch me some Final Destination. I've been wanting to watch it all night, but I've been kind of playing my game or either going on TikTok and kind of messing around on there. Ain't really much to watch on YouTube except for my lives. It like every now and then I'll find something that I want to watch, like my cooking channels and stuff, and then some of the spiritual channels I really like to watch those, but I don't. But it's very difficult to find anything on YouTube that's interesting that I want to listen to. Like, I'm just gonna be honest with y'all. Okay, I didn't know this movie came out in the year two, and I gotta pay $2.89 for it. Ain't that a blip? They gonna make me pay for it. Okay, let's pull it up. Cause I paid Prime Video $8.99. I saw it on my account, and they gonna make me pay an extra $3 for an old movie. Ain't that a blip? Yeah, yeah. Well, have a good day, you guys. Thank y'all for coming. Um, thank y'all for coming. Thank you to Sis One EQL, Kinsley's mommy, and Miss Laverne Cheesecakes. Thank you for coming. And I'll be seeing y'all later. Okay. I appreciate y'all. Make sure y'all hit that thumbs up though, please, because that helps with my algorithm. Okay. Because even though we can't see the thumbs down, they're still there. There's still people that come to my videos and they always thumbs them down. And it's like, wow, I literally get 2 views per video, and you're like, really? Some people be serious about they hate, like, it's like I'm over here in a bubble love, and like I don't know what you're talking about, and like, but I'm gonna go out there later on And I'm gonna look at that cherry blossom tree and see if it's blossomed yet. And I'll make a quick video whenever I see it. But yeah. All right. Yeah, love you guys, and I'll see y'all later. Okay. All right. And if you guys want to find out more about Utopia, or either if you guys would like that, then you guys can contact me definitely for a consultation. Okay. All right. Don't wait until you're in a place to get it, because in order for you to manifest that place, you have to create that utopia, which will be a place for you to, a quiet place, a serene place for you to manifest where you want to go. Does that make sense? Okay. All right, y'all. Blessings. Bye bye. Have a good day, guys.